Hello everyone, welcome to this video. In this video I'm going to buy a discounted horse from the bazaar. It's a bit late, but it doesn't matter. I'm also going to ride some old models again, like Generation 1.5, Arabian and Andalusian and Friesian. I've been feeling a bit nostalgic lately. I watched some of Kitty Spiderwebber videos and it brought me so much nostalgia. I might actually do a video in which I react to old StarStable videos. Yeah, I would love to do that. I'm also going to talk about some recent things SSO posted on Instagram, a behind the scenes post, and a story about the Friesians. So let's start with buying the discounted horse. With all the recent codes SSO gave, it was easy for me to buy a new horse now, and with the bazaar still being present, also not too expensive. I decided to buy the white Belgian warm blood. I don't specifically have a lot with Belgian warm blood, but I do really like the white one. And I'm also busy racing the chestnut one in the app. Oh, that's personally my favorite. I think I'll also show it when I buy that one. So initially I wanted to name this horse Snow White. I thought that would be beautiful, but it's not in the name options. So it became Classy Royal. I can already tell I named the one in the app Class Fire, thinking like it was a stallion or something. And then this one a mare, so then Classy. And I wanted to do Classy Wind first, but that didn't sound that amazing to me. But then Classy Royal, yeah, I felt like, yeah, that's it. That's really beautiful. I must say it's really beautiful horse. They do not have a special movement, but all of the gait and stuff, yeah, I think it's quite graceful, sort of elegant, really beautiful. Yeah, really nice sporty horse. So here is Classy Royal. Yeah, it's such a beauty. I wonder if I should maybe use her for the Equestrian Festival next. I am not sure about that yet. I did start a new horse, Spring Love, the Clydesdale, Bay Clydesdale, but or is Paint. Well, either way, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do the Equestrian Festival with that horse. Maybe I will choose a sporty horse for that. I will see about it. If it's all the same like last year, I don't know if I will want to do the effort then to do all of those races, etc. for just one ribbon from the Baroness. That's just recolored. I will see. It really depends. I also shortly want to mention this post from SSO, this behind the scenes video. I think it's so cute to see this. Oh, and it's on a lovely Friesian. I'm curious to the new sounds. Oh, could that mean that the new sounds will be released when the new Friesian is released later this year? It's just a theory. Could just be coincidence, but oh, that would be cute. Then we'll get some new sounds, some movement sounds, and some new eating sounds. Let's see. I'm looking forward to that. I'm curious. Ah, such a lovely Friesian. I really love Friesians. Now on to the next topic, the updated Friesian, which is coming out later this year. I love that, honestly. Finally, SSO is taking the criticism into consideration. I love Friesians a lot. I've been around them in real life. I've actually ridden them, so I know a thing or two about them. And I must say, Generation 3, it wasn't all bad. There were good things too. Like I really like the coat colors. My favorites, the chestnut, the white one and the black one. Yeah, the coat colors were good, and some animations like the high knee action during the trot, that one was good and unique and accurate. First time I rode a horse with such high knee action, I was struggling in trot. I was not used to that. But after a while I got used to it. But so that is typical for the Friesian. Also the special movement. I think it were the piaffe and the pirouette. Yeah, I like them too. And unlike many others, I didn't have so many problems with the mane. Yeah, I think most just didn't like that the manes were in 3 different segments. But yeah, I really don't care. I like the mane and the tail as well. What I didn't like, well, the proportions, they look off. It's like this big body with this small head and neck in comparison. Yeah, the proportions, they need to be done better. The head itself though, I think they've done that quite well, quite accurate. And also the hyperactive animations, like especially the weird head shake, no, that's just a no for me. And Friesians, yeah, they are very curious, but they are a lot calmer than that in real life. No, those idle animations, they really are not accurate. The stretching one though, that one had, yeah, I think that one had a lot of criticism as well. But I've actually seen a Friesian do that animation, so that one is still accurate actually. Haven't seen another breed do it. I'm sure some other breeds did it too though. Yeah, I bet plenty of horses. So I'm fine with that animation. But also like, they didn't have a lot of feathering around the feet, around the hooves, and that was really too bad, because that too is what makes Friesians really beautiful. To me it was like the generation 1, that one had the perfect amount of feathering. Generation 2 could have some more as well. Generation 3, yeah, no, it's not enough. They need more feathering. So next up I shall talk about what I wrote to SSO in multiple typing boxes, because I just couldn't type enough and I wanted to know the whole story, as I know Friesians in real life, so I know a thing or two. I can say something about it. I didn't do that with every horse though. I think they also did this thing with the story for the StarStableOnline, but I know nothing of that horse, so I didn't fill in anything, because I just don't know that horse. I wouldn't know what to expect. Maybe I've seen an image of StarStableOnline once or twice, but I know nothing. But I do know stuff about the Friesians, so yeah, definitely answering this about their personality. Friesians, they have this golden, honest, charming, graceful personality. They are, most of them are so sweet and kind, and in general I've experienced them as rather calm. Yeah, they can be a bit jumpy, but they are not nearly as jumpy as the Dutch warmbloods, for example. They are even worse mostly. Of course it differs. I also wrote to them like, somehow the generation 1 Friesian captivated that charm really well. They really had the Friesian vibe, at least to me. So maybe they can actually take some inspiration from that, from their own generation 1 Friesian. Then my expectation for the coat colors. Well, what they didn't do, like with the previous generation Friesians, is give more black options, like also bluish and brownish next to sort of pitch black. But I would actually like it if they did that again, just 3 different kinds of black. And also I hope that they are just going to add like the Friesian Sport horse or make it again like the Jorvik Friesian so that they can add more coat colors. I definitely would love to see a white one and a chestnut again as well. And also a buckskin. I really like the buckskin Andalusian from generation 1. Had basically the same model as the Friesian, only the colors and the feathering were different. And I do love the generation 3 Andalusian, the buckskin one too. I have it, it's so gorgeous. But I want just something similar to that generation 1 Andalusian, to the buckskin one. And if you do that on a Friesian model, yeah, then I'm happy. So I really just love a buckskin Friesian. That color on that model, yeah, I think that's gonna look awesome. Then riding style expectations. I wrote like, I think they should definitely be dressage oriented. And also that I already like the special movements that are there and the high knee action that is accurate. And they look really graceful as well. Sometimes a long stretch like they're so beautiful. And then the expectations about body conformation. Well, first of all, the proportions should be right. That is very important, of course. And what I would also like is them being those beautiful round Friesians. I remember I looked up what old Friesians look like. Those older Friesians, they are beautiful. They are so round. Also built heavier, of course. They were workhorses plowing the fields, etc. And nowadays they're breeding Friesians in a way that they look a bit more square. They're not as round anymore. Sometimes even their temper is a bit hotter. Not all, but I don't like that. I think the round Friesian is so beautiful. So I hope they're gonna keep breeding that kind of Friesians. Of course, they all have lovely souls. So there it is, my opinions about how the new Friesians should be. Yeah, and if I have to compare, I still like generation 1 Friesian better than generation 2. I think the generation 2, even though they're beautiful, I think they're a bit too Barbie-ish. And the generation 3 one, it's really a tie with the generation 2 because not everything is bad about generation 3. I don't hate them. No, I actually dislike the Lipizaners. I just cannot get over the rocking gallop. I don't think they're ugly, like their coat colors are beautiful, but how they're built and the gaits, no, they're just not my cup of tea and I'm not gonna buy one. I tried, but no, just not my thing. And of course, if you do love them or like them, keep doing that. My taste is my taste and your taste is yours, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's just differences, and that's also what keeps life interesting. So yeah, of course, go ahead, buy as many as you want if you love them. Last thing I want to talk about is the Farewell to Star-Stable Friends app. I kind of find it too bad. I get it now that you can install StarStable on your phone and stuff. Then you can also extend the StarStable horse care there. But the thing is, I personally do not want that app on my phone because I think it's going to take in a lot of room and I don't want to play SSO on my phone anyways. I just think it's better to play on laptop or computer and then you can see everything better. So yeah, I think it's too bad because it was so convenient when you like forgot it, or if you're gone for a bit, then you could just open your phone, open the Friends app and then extend the stable care and voila, your horses were happy for another month. But now I can, but it's fine, it's not a big problem. I can make sure to log in anywhere and I'm home for a while now too either ways, but yeah, I think it's kind of too bad, but oh well. then next up the roadmap. Next week, the championship in the Hollowoods. I am really looking forward to that one. I didn't expect them to release it this early, but I'm glad it came early, that we don't have to, or that it will come early, that we do not have to miss the championship for too long. Of course, I'll make a video about that too, and some other things in it. Salle France and show jumping coming. Oh, I'm really curious to that as well. I noticed with the Salle France that they definitely do look different than the Dutch warm blood and the Belgian warm blood. I like how SSO is doing that nowadays. They manage to distinct those breeds well, because the warm bloods, they do look similar, and I can imagine when making those horses for a game, it is hard to make just those slight differences that makes them different from each other. But I must say SSO is doing well with that, in my opinion at least. Then that helpful friend thing, I think it's basically coming down to your friend being able to take care of your horses in your stable. I guess it can be handy. I just am a little bit scared that people are gonna hack into that system and then going to take advantage of it. Well, maybe it's not possible. I don't know, but no, I don't think I'm going to use that. I will see about that. I mostly play alone anyways. I like it that way. Sometimes I speak with a friend if we happen to meet each other, but yeah, I will see about that function. And then the Equestrian Festival is coming up. Well, I'm curious about that. I hope they added something new. I kind of think it will be very similar to last year, but we'll see about that. Now I'm going to ride some old horse models again. I'm just going to do my favorites in this video. I might do others in future videos as well, especially now that most of them are disappearing. There's only a few left on the horse market. I want to start with the Arabian. Oh, it's so gorgeous still. Now, riding the black one, I think that's my favorite one from the Arabians. Yes, definitely. The riding Arabians was something else. And they were fast too. But riding them now, I can see it's indeed a bit crusty, but oh, there's something so lovely and so charming about it. The jump looks a little bit glitched though. I don't know, I don't remember the jump like that. Maybe it has been changed, I'm not sure. Then now the Andalusian, the chestnut one. Oh, this one, I rode him a lot actually. I always wore just blue on this horse. I dressed really simplistic. I just dressed in one color when I was a noob, to say so. In the first 3 years of playing SSO, I did that too with the white Andalusian. I was just completely in white. Oh, but these two, it's still magnificent. This horse, it still has some magnificence to it. I love it. Oh, I rode this one a lot. But here too, the jump, it's almost exactly the same weird glitch thing. I wonder how and why. I guess because they're outdated. Yeah, I really wonder if their jump was unique or not. And I must say, the rear though, these horses, the older generation 1 horse, they had an actual good rear. Nowadays it's not always as epic, but these, I love them so much. Then now my most favorite, oh, the Friesian, still that charm. I really love the generation 1 Friesian. Oh, it has something, so many memories too. I always had a sort of agreement with myself that for storyline quests I would only use my starter, because, well, there was a starter and stuff, your first own horse, magical one, sort of, yeah. But sometimes I did break that because I was like, I want to use my Friesians too during those storyline quests, and why not? It's not gonna hurt the starter horse. Yeah, the gallop looks maybe a little bit weird, but it's not, it doesn't matter. Still really love this horse, it's still so charming. Yeah, this is the top favorite for me from the generation 1.5 horses. Oh, love it so much. That was it for this video, guys. In the next one I'm definitely going to talk about the championship and maybe some other things. See you then. Have a good day, night, morning, evening, afternoon, whatever time it is for you. Bye!